behind you, Poe.
Hey, and welcome to another Battlefront update. EA and DICE together released gameplay videos for both Chewbacca and Boba Fett today, with Boba Fett being released by DICE through their website, while Chewbacca's reveal was handled through EA on Twitter. We'll take a look at Chewbacca first, where he'll once again be using his Battlecaster to fire charged shots at his enemies and use his physical strength to pummel and smash close targets. His abilities are as follows. First being the shock grenade, where Chewbacca throws a grenade that can be broken into a cluster of smaller missiles that electrocute enemies that they hit. Followed by Furious Berserker, as Chewbacca roars and overcharges his Battlecaster, enabling him to fire fully charged shots of no charge time. And finally, the Charge Slam, as Chewbacca leaps and smashes his fists into the floor, dealing damage to the enemies around him and knocking them off their feet. Next is the bounty hunter Boba Fett, whom hunts his enemies by ambushing them with blinding concussion missiles and barrages of damaging wrist rockets, all the while staying constantly on the move with his jetpack. His three abilities are short, simple, but deadly if used properly. First is For the Hunt, where enemies around Boba are revealed for a short period of time. Then a concussion rocket, which sees Boba fire a single concussion shot, dazing enemies caught in its blast. And finally, Rocket Barrage, which is a hail of small rockets launched at enemies from Boba's gauntlet. So, what to take away from these hero gameplay reels? Starting off, we get our first real in-game look of Kashyyyk, and boy does it look stunning. Honestly, far more differently than I had imagined it would look like. More swamp-like actually, which isn't a bad thing. I did notice we don't see any 41st Legion clones here, but at the same time not too surprised as there was no evidence of that in the previous leaks, which nonetheless is a bummer. Now the Night Endor scene kind of surprised me at first, as I see the AT-AT behind Imperial forces, and we know that it's actually going to be the rebels here controlling the AT-AT in this level. However, it makes sense as the AT-AT isn't moving in the clip, which means that it's likely the first phase of the Endor Galactic Assault map, where the Imperials are still defending the AT-AT. We also got a cool shot of some outside Starkiller base action, which yeah, it does look great, but I'm honestly more mesmerized by Chewie's raging sprint full of brute momentum. And finally, we get this sick looking confrontation between Chewie and Vader aboard the second Death Star, as we see the entrance to what seems to be like the Rebel Blockade Runner interior right behind Vader. Which, thinking about it, I would be all for it. Having a map that features the aesthetics of both the Death Star and the Blockade Runner. Yeah, I'm sold. Boba Fett's video also featured some nice shots of the interior of the Camino platforms and the second Death Star hangar. However, funny enough, I was more drawn into the last cut of Boba on Mos Eisley, and no, it's not because there's a Bantha in there, but of how much better it looks like than the Mos Eisley from the original Battlefront 2. It almost looks like the real thing, mostly because I never really enjoyed the original Mos Eisley map. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Beautiful detail and pure chaos in the background. I like it. But that'll do it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share, and subscribe to the channel to not only support it, but keep up with Star Wars news, gaming, and canon lore released every week. And consider following me on Twitter and Facebook to never miss out on the latest Star Wars related content. And if you still want to stay part of the conversation, then definitely join us on the official SYLO Discord channel. On that note, thanks for watching and may the Force be with you.